I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast.
Hello everybody, my name is Luke Marr and this is Hot Mode. I know I've been gone for a little bit, I do apologize for that, I hope you didn't miss me too much, but I'm coming straight back at you with some really interesting fashion news that was just found out yesterday, which was Friday, October 20th. And it was announced that Rei Kawakubo, the legendary fashion designer behind Comme des Garçons and Dover Street Market, will be the main feature of the Met Gala's new exhibit. This is really interesting for a couple of different reasons. Rei has really been getting back into the news recently. When I first kind of was looking into fashion, Rei was nowhere near as popular as she is kind of now and like talked about as much. Not because she wasn't good, she really is blowing up right now. And so I think it really all started with Gosha. She invested in Gosha, she is showing up at Gosha shows. It's very rare to see Rei Kawakubo out and about, so for her to be front row at almost all of Gosha's shows was really interesting, and people have been noticing that. And then this Elle article came out, and it was about interviewing Rei Kawakubo for an Elle editor or something, but the way it was written was really crazy. It was like this crazy writer wrote all this really weird shit, but it focused around an interview with Rei. And so at one point, the writer then says, Rei Kawakubo said, and I'm pretty positive I'm quoting this, that everybody's sick and fucking tired of Anna Wintour. That's what the writer said that Rei said. And this is also really interesting, not only because, oh my god, who says that? Also that like this was really crazy because Anna Wintour has not been to a Comme des Garçons show for the past couple of years, and that also was taken into notice the same way it was taken into notice when Rei was at the Gosha shows. But she was just not going to the Comme des Garçons shows. Was it because she didn't get it? Was it because she just like, it wasn't for her and she didn't have time in Paris or whatever? But needless to say, seeing as Comme des Garçons and like Dover Street and Rei are one of the biggest brands independently, I find it very interesting that Anna wouldn't show up and wouldn't show her support. Another thing, it was said that Rei has never been invited to a Met Gala before. A, that's crazy because literally everybody shows up to a Met Gala. Is it maybe because Rei never really does advertising or print advertising with people like Vogue? That's just not her thing. It doesn't show up in W, it doesn't show up in Vogue, it doesn't show up in Teen Vogue, it doesn't show up in any of those kind of Condé Nast publications. So maybe she was boycotting her because, yes, Rei does do some advertising, and she also does a lot of advertorials. A lot of the advertorials that show the comb pieces are very strict and in what they're wearing. Everybody gets the same thing, everybody has to shoot it the same way, everything has to be styled the exact same way. It's pretty obvious that they're advertorials and Comme is paying for those, which makes sense in this current climate of native advertising and things like that. Makes sense. But she's never done it for Vogue in recent years. And so then Anna doesn't show up to the Comme shows. Rei starts to get really popular again. She's kind of hitting her stride with Gosha and Vetements and Gucci and all these different people over at Dover Street. Plus herself, and she has Simone Rocha and Molly Goddard for London. There are a lot of things going on over there. Isn't it interesting that Andrew Bolton, the curator of the Met and the Anna Wintour Costume Institute, would say, I think we should really do Rei. Everybody's been making up these rumors because Women's Wear Daily put it out that this was the thought of what was going to be the Met Gala thing. So isn't it weird that all these rumors are starting and it's like, okay, maybe this would be good for Vogue, maybe this would be good for the Met Gala. People are kind of going to get the gossipy part of, why is this happening? I don't get it. So, I mean, even here I am literally doing exactly that, explaining to you all the reasons why. So this could be a really good publicity stunt on Vogue's ability. And I was actually looking at some statistics, and it was showing that the China Through the Looking Glass exhibition actually did better than the most recent Manus Ex Machina one. So it's very interesting. Maybe Anna feels she needs to top her numbers over at the Met. I also read that the Met is starting to cut jobs and that they're not able to do the things that they were able to do. So is it that Anna really is getting pressure put on her to bring in the people? It's all very interesting. And the last thing that I totally forgot, the only person to have ever gotten one of these living exhibitions at the Met was Yves Saint Laurent. And it's very interesting. Yves Saint Laurent is probably one of the most iconic designers. His designs still hold true and are very modern in today's landscape. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen for this Met Gala. Is it gonna be really good? Is it gonna be really bad? Let's see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear what you're all thinking about this. If you think it's really actually important or is it really not important, let me know. Also, if you want to follow me on all my social media, I have been doing a lot of different photography work, not me, but like working on styling shoots and styling my own shoots. So there's a lot of that coming up, so you can follow me on Instagram, which is just @HotLemode. If you want to get some of my insight on some of the craziest things happening in fashion news, you can check me out on Twitter @HotLemode. I have a Snapchat, but I don't really use it, so if you want, I'm constantly posting my Instagram stories, so that's where you're going to find that kind of info. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. So TTYL.